everybody, welcome back on this Wednesday morning. So what we're gonna do is continuing off of what we did on Monday, using our round steps to help us kind of get out of the way of things. So somebody's coming at you to like maybe shove you or punch you, or just picking on you in general, and you don't want to be touched, you don't want to be messed with. Obviously nobody wants to willingly fight. Most times it's just how things go sometimes. You never know when it's going to happen. So what we're going to do is kind of continuing on with our round steps, just quickly going over them again, just like we did on Monday. So I want you to stand shoulder width apart, got your hands up, all right, because we always want to be able to protect our head if we need to. If you have your hands up, it's a lot easier to get all your different types of blocks out there. It's easier to counter strike really fast if you need to. So always want to keep your hands up, all right? And then remember, you don't want your elbows way out here. You want to keep them nice and tucked in, because when they're tucked in, you got more explosive power going into things, like your palm strike that we practiced on Monday. So just quickly going over those round steps one more time. You got your leg right here, and it's going to be moving that way. So in a rounded manner, just moving my foot around. So if I turn this way for you guys, just to see it from a different angle, moving this leg, right? I am moving it to the side and around, almost like it's sliding on a track, right? As I move out of the way, move my body out of the way, and then they're still going to be going this way. And then that's when we would add our blocks and our counter strikes or anything like that. So from here, just on my count, moving this leg, stepping over to the side, or round stepping, my bad. Round stepping out of the way, and then back in place. Now, if you want to make things a little bit more exciting, as we just quickly go back over these, if you have somebody that has like a pillow, or maybe one of the hand targets, if you've got one of the hand targets, or basically anything at all they can use, or maybe they could try grabbing, or just stepping at you. They could do anything like that, or if they got the pad or a pillow, step at you and try and get you with that. So that way you can practice getting that round step out of the way. It makes things a lot more fun, a lot more exciting for you. So if you need to go grab your parent, or maybe a brother or sister that can help you out, I'll give you about 7 seconds to go grab somebody. You got 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So now that you got somebody to help you, or even if you don't, we're going to go over these round steps one more time. So on my count, you just round stepping. Ready? 1, step. All right. Ready? 2, step. Ready? 3, step. All right. So just quickly going over on the other side. 2, 1, step. 2, step. Last one. 3, step. All right. So again, remember, with the round steps, just basically moving your body out of the way of things. All right? Not only is it really effective at moving your body out of the way, it's also really effective at keeping you kind of closer in, right? So it's a lot easier to throw your maybe a punch or that palm strike from Monday, right? So from here, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over the low block, all right? Now, if you were here last week, if you did our lessons last week, we were talking about the different kinds of low blocks, right? You've got your form style low block, like we do in your Tiger Rock form. And then we've also got your fighting style low block, or sparring style low block, right? So it's designed for defending yourself, all right? So the difference between the two is, remember, the form style low block is designed to teach you the basics of it, and then the sparring style is designed to help apply it in a situation where you need to use it to defend yourself. All right. So just quickly going over that sparring style low block, I need you guys to get into your L stance. So remember, your toe, one foot, your toe pointed that way, your other foot, take a small step forward, got your hands up in guard. And what you're gonna do is take your front arm is gonna block. The front arm's always gonna block. Your elbow's gonna tuck in nice and tight to your body. So if I'm at a different angle, I tuck that elbow in, and then almost like your round step, you're gonna take your hand, it's gonna rotate down, rotates down, stops right about here where my leg ends, and then it goes right back up. And then from a different angle, tuck in, rotates down, back up. And then if you notice, I lean back a little bit as I block, because what it does is gives you just that extra little bit of distance that you might need to put in between yourself and the target. So gives you a little bit more time to block, a little bit more room to work with. All right. So I'm gonna give you guys about 10 seconds. You're gonna practice your low block. Keep going. About 5 seconds left. Go, go, go. And change legs. So now you got your other leg in front. So now we're gonna be blocking with this arm. Remember, you tuck that elbow in, rotates down, all right? You can lean back a little bit if you want to. So 10 seconds, go. So just practicing that low block. Practicing the low block. Keep going, keep going. You have about 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, go ahead and relax. So what we want to do is, just like Monday, we're gonna put our block with our round step. So this is like, let's say somebody coming at you, they throw something low, trying to get your legs, right? Or maybe throwing kind of like a low kick, or it'll look more like that, like you're trying to kick a door down or something. So what we want to do is move ourselves out of the way, right, with our round step. So moving our body out of the way. And then we're also going to throw that low block in there as we move. So that way it just gives us that extra bit of protection that we might need to help ourselves get away later, right? So from here, you guys will be standing shoulder width apart again. Got your hands up in guard. We're going to take it a little bit slow first, just so you can get used to it, and then we'll go by the count. So as you get more accustomed to doing it, then you guys can obviously increase your speed as we go along. So from here, you can take this leg. We move ourselves out of the way with that round step, and then as I'm stepping, I tuck that elbow in, throw in that low block, and then I'm back up, hands back up in guard, and then just reset. All right, one more time. We're gonna step, low block, and then back in place. So as you guys get more accustomed to the movements, you'll start low blocking as you're stepping. So I'm stepping and low blocking at the same time. So I'm not taking away time to protect myself, right? So now we're gonna go by the count. Ready? So you're stepping and blocking. Ready? 1, step and block. There, reset. 2, step and block. Reset. Last one, 3, step and block. Reset. All right. So remember, we like to keep that balance between both sides. So we're gonna go ahead and hit that other side too. So now you'll be stepping this way, low blocking with this arm, and I just want to give you guys a different angle. So as I step around, I'm tucking in, low blocking, and then back in place, or Maybe if I go to the other side, stepping around, tuck in, low block. All right. So just on my count, stepping and blocking. Ready? Going this way now. Ready? And 1, step, low block. Reset. 2, step and block. Reset. Last one, 3, step and block. Reset. All right. So now it's time to go ahead and add that counter strike in. So just like Monday, we had our round step, outside block, palm strike. This time, instead of doing a hand technique, we're going to be doing a kick. So after you move yourself out of the way, we do our low block. All right, let's say after you've stepped out of the way and done your low block, you're right here, they've gone a little bit past you. So you're right here. What we're going to do is, after that low block, we're going to do a number 3 side kick. So remember, your number 1 is a front leg, your number 2 is a back leg, so your number 3 is a step together, right? So we are stepping together, getting ourselves closer, and then throwing that side kick. So what you want to remember is where your targets are. For this particular side kick, what we want to think about is a little bit lower, right? So they will most likely have their back open to you. So we want to think kind of low. It's tactical cycle, so thinking low, below the belt, right? So anything waist down. What we want to aim for is this outside part of the thigh, all right? We want to aim for the outside part of the thigh. So it's just a little bit below the waist, and everybody can kick at that height without even having to look or think about it, all right? So again, we're just adding in a step together side kick to this block, after the block. So what we want to do is get back in our positions, all right? Somebody comes at you, we're gonna round step out of the way and throw our block. And then from here, one leg should be behind you, right? As we've done before, as we round step. You're gonna take that back leg, it's going to step together. And what you wanna do is make sure that that back leg, the toes, are pointing away from your target, or if you wanna think about it this way, you wanna point your heel at your target, all right? And then from there, you're gonna pick that leg up, throw your side kick, get out of, take a couple steps back, create that distance after you've kicked him in the thigh, and then if you can, you get away, all right? So from a different angle, so you guys can see, you round step and block. I've got one leg behind the other. I'm going to step together, making sure that my heel is pointing at my target. I pick that knee up, throw that low side kick, and then I'm backing up, all right? So for now, I want you to just kind of take it a little bit slow as you get more used to it, and then you can speed it up later, all right? So we're just gonna go by the count. Ready? And 1, step and block, step together, kick. Then you gotta take a couple steps back, create that distance. Ready? Reset. 2, step and block, step together, kick. And get away. Last one. So you can speed it up now if you want to, or keep working a little bit slow. It's a great thing about these lessons is you can work at your own pace, all right? So if you need to keep it a little bit slow for now, that's fine. No pressure. Ready? In 3, step and block, step side kick. So same thing, just working on the other side. 1, step and block, step together, kick. last one. And 3. Step and block, step kick, get away. And once you're done, go ahead and relax. Shake it out a little bit if you need to. All right, so for you guys, just remembering that round step is getting your body out of the way. You want to get out of the way, right? Somebody's coming at you. They try to throw a punch or a kick, or just, they're going all in, straight forward. You just round step out of the way. Whoa. They go right past you. Then from there you can throw, if they're still kind of close by, you can throw that palm strike or that side kick that we just did, right? All sorts of things. Pretty much anything that you've learned so far throughout the tactical cycle, you can pretty much do, all right? So remember, because we've been starting from this kind of position, so it's just like as if we were talking face to face. If somebody you're talking to is getting upset, mad, right? They start raising their voice, shouting, yelling, right? Gotta be able to understand that you need to expect them to, yes, throw punches, right? So they might throw punches, or they might do something. It could be as simple as trying to shove you, right? If somebody's raising their voice, they're probably going to do something physical, right? So just keep that in mind. Try and kind of keep that distance between you and them. If they start raising their voice and shouting at you, maybe you take a couple of steps back, create a little bit more distance between you two. And if they take a couple of steps forward, then hey, whoa, stay away from me. And then as you're stepping back, get yourself into that L stance so that way you can go from there. So, great job today, guys. Keep up the awesome work. We will see you guys tomorrow for those private lessons, and then got something fun planned for you guys on Friday. Have a great day.